Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Sorry for the inconvenience. I had to take care of something. It popped up and everything, so I had to take care of that real quick. But sorry for the inconvenience. If y'all can hear me, press one. Shout out to Armin I. Shout out to brother Rasta Realities. Shout out to y'all. If y'all can hear me, press one. If y'all can hear me, press one. Before I continue, if y'all can hear me, press one. If y'all can hear me, press one. I guess it probably enough. Well, again, good afternoon. Let me get these announcements out the way. Shout out to my underrated one family. The ones always been there for me from the beginning, even right now, and the ones come after that. That always good with me. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. Let's keep on fighting for that righteous chip. Let's keep on growing. Shout out to the mighty LDBC family that stands for Lions Den, boxing or basketball community. Shout out. I've been rolling with them throughout the years, and I'm still rolling with them. LDBC all day. Also, shout out to hashtag TWT family. Shout out to y'all. Um, you gonna wait for like maybe 2 minutes and see people get on and everything. So we're gonna get on. We're gonna get on. We're gonna get on with the get on. The title is Bad Behavior. The children and grown-ups. Let's deal with it. Let's deal with this. Again, bad behavior. The children and grown-ups. Let's deal with this. It's gonna be an open panel, hopefully, and we gotta talk about this as we see. Hold on for that. Yeah. As we see. All right, now, arm and eyes. If you go up in the chat, I want you to email me because so I can see the link to get it on. Or matter of fact, yeah, shoot me an email. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Oops, not that. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So you want to get on? There it is. But I still want you to shoot me an email. So um, in case in the near future you want to get on, I can shoot you an email and stuff. But there's the email right there. I mean, there's link right there on my eyes. You want to get on? Ross said you wants to get on too. That'd be very much appreciated. Again, sorry for the inconvenience. All right, sorry for the inconvenience. You know, we be seeing bad behaviors. You know, we always say to children. I get to the children in a few minutes, but we always see bad behavior for grown-ups. No, don't not want to be accountable. Sister Armor Eyes has talked about it. Brothers like me had talked about it. Sister Take to the Heat, she talked about it. I see. There are some people said that there's women don't hold other women accountable of their behavior, but there are some women are doing that, and there are even men hold other men accountable, and then like especially like others had hold men and women accountable, and I think that that's the conversation that we got to have in the near future. Keep on. Um, just like our eyes has talked about it, take heed to the message. There's a mother that's showing their daughter that be on the pole and stuff like that. They are even men show their sons, how to get women and stuff like that. And it needs to be discussed. It needs to be talked about. And so I want to have that discussion, a board of discussion about it. And I feel that is very important because at the end of the day, we losing the children losing, especially the grown-ups, and then we got even children. They even old enough. They know what to do. Like the miss, she was telling me that it was like kids was like taking bags out of Bloomingdale's and all that. And there are kids killing kids. There are kids, they kill their brother or their sister because they feel they're not getting the love and all that. And I know people want to put the parents on. Yeah, that's true. And but also it don't even like this is what I'm saying. It don't even have to be like violence. We're talking about like kids that is younger, kids that grown. Some of them are rotten. They want things themselves. They want to feel they could do, say, and talk to anybody they want. And where do you think they get it from? They get it from their parents. They don't want to hold them accountable. Anything you say is opinionated. You know why? Because I seen it of my family in the past, and I know that I see it in other families too. Throughout the years. So, and one way or the other, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it. Wherever you commit a crime or how you deal with people, you're gonna pay for it. And we got to talk about bad behavior because bad behavior is especially in our community. This been going on for a long time. Even before I was born, my mother was telling me. My late father was tell me stories about their family. This is it beyond I've not even thought of in this world. Horrific stories. You know, Brian, brother B, what's good? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Shout out to hashtag TWT fam. And so I want to have that conversation. There goes the link right there. Man and woman, man or woman, want to come up. Let's have this conversation. Bad behavior with children and grown-ups. You gotta have the conversation because we see a lot of things that's happening that is very disturbing. And there's no accountability until it's too late. And again, like I say, you don't have to commit violence. It's the way how you carry yourself. There are some say that, oh, it's you do it your way. That's how you do it. No, they shouldn't say it. Anything that deals with right or wrong, it should not be opinionated. Yeah, I agree. I agree totally. But also, Brian, you want to come or you come with the other link? Matter of fact, maybe you can't see the link. If you want to come, you can come up. Because everybody was talking about like for the inner cities and stuff. No, we talking about even people. We talking about the ones that have the safety net. Sometimes we don't talk about them. Those are the really the rotten ones. Hold on 1 second, fam. I gotta take this call. I'll be right back. Come on, come on. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. And so you won't have the safety net that have a house. I'm not saying all of them like that. Have a house and the job and stuff like that. Some of those are right too because they feel like I keep on giving and I keep on being there. Everything all right, but that's bad behavior. And sometimes like I give you a case in point that like certain members of my family they went on like they live with the other relatives. Instead of giving them the right direction, they want to give. I gotta be there. I gotta be there. And gonna find out they right, and they turn out no good. I mean, sooner or later they find out that they can't go that way, but sometimes like it takes its toll, and sometimes you alienate good people and stuff. That want to help, that wants to be there, and and sometimes that when you do that, sometimes it can be fatal. If y'all can hear me, press one. Y'all gave me press one. And so we have to understand that it shouldn't be we should not partake in a bad behavior. A consistent thank you, Brian, a consistent bad behavior. We have to be whole accountable and then also um even like if you don't have kids like me, I gotta be whole accountable too. I gotta treat people right. But also you have to defend yourself too in case like there are some that will try to test you and always trying to test your existence on this earth. So you gotta defend yourself, and we gotta stop defending bad behavior. No matter where you live at, no matter where you work at, or what you do, we gotta stop doing that. Because we decreasing, you know? And that's what people fail to understand. We decreasing. We decreasing. And even our help comes in the form too. You know? And even the ones that receive bad behavior, and take it from me, get yourself together. You don't let nobody get to you. I know that certain things you gotta speak up for yourself. Yeah, I agree with that. But don't let it consume you. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with messed up people that they said in their own ways. They family said in their own ways. They friends said in their own ways. People you work with said in their own ways. Because being accountable, that means gotta come with that. You gotta see what's wrong with yourself. And you gotta understand that the ones who's right there, want the best for you. Push them away. Like I said, alienating them. They don't want to be around bad behavior because they made improvements in themselves. I mean, who knows that they were doing bad behavior? They don't want to be around that. Can you blame them? I see marriages has suffered. I see relationships has suffered. Family relationships has suffered. Friendships has suffered. I seen that myself. Because I've been through some of it myself. I even know others have been through. And it's sad thing about it, they still suffering right now. Sometimes it's so bad that sometimes they are certain family members turn their head like this. They feel like bad behavior is accepted. Because, like I said before, sometimes you could be inside. I always say this, and I'm gonna keep on preaching. I'm gonna keep on preaching and keep on hitting home. Sometimes you could be in the mix, you don't even know, because that's all you know. You're gonna defend. No, 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 no. That's not what they're all about. That's not what I'm all about. No, sometimes you gotta take a step back. I'm not saying being inside you ain't gonna no, that's not true. Not all the time, but sometimes you gotta take a step back. You gotta take a step back. And you gotta see for yourself that the ugliness with it. Cause we losing our people in groups. They go in jail for nothing. But you know, they got locked up for nothing and stuff. Well, what did they do? Now, again, there are some that get locked up for nothing. Now, talking about them. Some get locked up for nothing. They still comply and still get arrested. So I'm not talking about them. No, not talking about them. Even there are some that get locked up, petty, and get locked up for years. Why they get locked up for years though? You know, like that. But it's bad behavior. But they said, but other people do bigger crimes. They get less. That is true too. But it comes out of bad behavior. You gotta catch yourself. So we gotta have these conversations. We got to have these conversations. And let me read what Brian, he said, the inner city communities need love, not tough love, just love. Life already tough. Yeah, I agree with that. We talk about that too. Because every time anything goes, they blame the inner city. And I come from inner city. I was born and raised in the city. You know? But you got a little Bobby live around the corner in the house and everything. They do worse than the one in the inner city. Because they look at them, they already have. So they don't have to be held accountable. Can't do that. Called division. You know, throughout the years, I lost some people because of that. They don't want to commit the crimes. Oh, you go, yeah. But you with the man with them? I know him. So it's easy. You blame the one living in the city, but the ones got a nice house. And I'm not saying all. Again, I'm not saying all, but I'm just saying. And there are friendships got in the way with that. I'm glad that I dealt with it when I was very young, and it hurt too because these are good people. But you know, their family was causing problems. Some of them I was in the class with, you know, travel on the school bus. Even some I travel on the city bus. So why you don't commit them? You don't need to do that. They say that I shouldn't be okay. I don't be around because you don't do the certain. But they committed crime. You don't need to do that. Tell your mother and father. And there'd be at times I just had to tell my late parents. They had to get into it. You know, I was at the time I was the youngest. No, nah, you're not gonna bully my son and everything. It wasn't going down like that anyway. But these are good people. Sometimes they get punked out. And as we see these kids get punked out, as we look outside the space and even inside space, even grown-ups get punked out. Grown-ups get punked out. I'll be 58 in June, God's willing. And they grown-ups in my age limit get punked out. So the most important thing that we have to understand that bad behavior is going to cause a strain of your growth, a strain of relationships of any aspect. And we have to understand that. And there are some we're trying to sabotage what's going on, what you have good in your life because they don't have really nothing in their life. Even though you see they got abundance here and there and everything, but they're not really happy because they don't have the inner happy strength that they supposed to have, the accountability. And these are the ones that are dangerous too. I hope, hopefully, I remember more. I'll probably talk more about that on my live, and maybe hopefully the near future. These people are dangerous, young and old. See, if they young, you could stop them. You can, as long as they be in a certain environment of healthy communication, healthy, strong love, they can get around it. But when you deal with these grown-ups, I mean, and that's a lot of people say, "Oh, grown-ups cannot change." Yes, they can if they want to. I see some grown-ups has changed to be better people because they tired of bad behavior. It's consumed them throughout the years. And they got tired. I want to be happy. I want to be a breath of fresh air to myself or to others or whatever it is. So hopefully we could talk about it. I really do. Hope people could come on the panel so we could definitely talk about it. The title is Bad Behavior to Children and Grown Up. Let's deal with it. Open panel. I want to open it up because it's very important that we tap into this. There are some that, oh, I'm not with the drama, I'm not with that and everything, and in the space, outside of space, inside space, you be right there. Because sometimes I have to catch myself. Sometimes, number one grinder, you gotta be careful, man, because it's a word, yeah. Because, all right, me, I pass through, say hi, hit you with like, choo, but gotta be careful, of that too. So, just understand that we gotta take every precaution to have have that authentic listening. Always say, and that see things clearly, and we gotta deal with it. We gotta deal with it, even sometimes that it feels yucky. You gotta deal with it. You gotta make your point. You gotta make your point strong right then and there. And let me talk to the children. And children, I know that sometimes y'all feel that that I can say what I want. I want my freedom and stuff. You gotta understand. If you live with parents or anybody, we was your age at one time. We did some things too. So you have to understand. You keep on doing those things. You sooner or later you gotta be accountable too. Ain't but so much that grown up that is in that you in their care can help you. Cause you want to be hard headed. You can feel I can do what I want. There's certain things you're gonna pay for it, and you're gonna have to pay for the rest of your life. And your happiness, little by little, gonna be shortened. So you gotta be careful. No, yeah, you gotta do the right thing. Young people, you gotta do the right thing. Even like you got some grown ups that live with their parents or whatever it is, or you don't live with them. You gotta be accountable for what you're doing. Stop running and deal with it. So you gotta deal with it. You gotta do. We actually seen fathers letting their sons fight. Now, let me say this: if you gotta defend yourself, you gotta defend yourself. But now, fathers show their son how to be bullies. Mothers show their kids how to be bullies too. And then they get hurt. Oh, you had no right. Well, you teaching them that. Teaching them that. No. Let me get a little clap. So, again, welcome. Bad behavior to children and grown ups. Let's deal with it. Let's deal with it. So, if y'all can hear me, press one. If y'all can hear me, press one. So, I don't know what happened to everybody. You know what's up? Anybody left? Anybody left me? Release me. Never. Let me go. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. Let me stop. But very important for understand of different types of bad behavior. Different types of communication comes with bad behavior. So again, just like we see inside of space that ratchetness. Okay, all right, got you. I got you. Be safe. I'm glad you're still here. We see ratchetness be happening, both men and women. Some, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And now I tell you this that your habits is suffering. You know, so again, it's sad. You know, y'all be in these YouTube streets. Y'all hear what's going on. And so when you see family see you do that, what you expect? Young people, you know? Just mm. And see people talk about their mother, talking about their father, talk about their family, showing send, you know, pictures and doxing and all that. And again, if you got to defend yourself. You know, I just figure out when you get older, you be better. And I'm saying that get better is eternity. It's an all going. It's all going behavior that we got to have. Get better. So yeah, so I'm still waiting for some people to come on. I did send some links out, so I put the paste right here. So again, let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation. Now, it's very important. And also bad behavior when you have people catching the fit. Oh, I can't get what I want. You promised me. Yeah. It's like yesterday, me and Miss watched this picture, and there was one was doing a lot of crooked things, and Tyrese he's playing on somebody I forgot, and he gave this lady the shit. So it was like something so she could see it and they clean up. They went to that. They went to came there. The DA, you know, found out what's going on, and everything. And it was a good story, but again, when you do bad things, nobody never stopped to say that what you did wrong or what they doing wrong. Modern slavery and stuff like that. You know, promised them that they gonna get out. Kind of find they never, they didn't want them to get out. You gotta keep on fighting, and if you die, you die. You know, and yeah, well, you was never taught be good and keep on responding to do what's right. That bad behavior get worse and worse. It's like when you're grown up, you become adolescent. Oh, I don't want this, and this, and you know. You don't get your way. You know that's troublesome. And please, I know people say, "Oh, you know, no one grind. You make things up." No, not. It does happen. I get this and that. Oh, you tell them to do something. I told you to do. Oh, you know. I remember one time I was at somebody's house. This is back in New York. Me and my friend, you know, this is at the time he was engaged. He's been married like over 30 years now, but he was engaged, and we went to one of our friends' house. Like, he was there with their parents, and no, because I think at the time 2 years before his father passed away. So no, but anyway, his mother asked him to do something. He said, "I ain't doing it." So me and my friend, I'm like, you ain't gonna do it?" And there was no accountability of that. He said, "Look, I don't do it because she ended up doing it." And I'm just saying, me and my friend, we walked out. He said, "Come on, man." I said, "Nah." You expect your mother to. This is what I'm saying. You expect your mother to wash the floor, break up furniture, out of all that, and you just sitting right there. But at the same time, we cannot get rid of. We can't get mad at him because the mother let it happen and the father let it happen. I think the father was living. Was the father living? Yeah, the father was living. I'm sorry. He passed away like a few years after that. I'm sorry. Sorry, family. Sorry for that misinformation. But no, but he wasn't at the house. Let it happen too. Because bad behavior could cause friction too. It does. I don't have to do it because he feels that he's the man of the house. You know, it cause friction. Like I said, me and my friend, my homie, we laughed like, uh. But when I was coming up like, hey, you do your chores. You know, you to be responsible for what you do because in the long run, it's gonna help you when you get older. So my parents instilled in me when I was very young. You know, this gonna be a way of life because we ain't gonna be around. But yeah, you will understand when you get grown, or if you have kids, or if you don't have kids. But you will know. Like my father, you know, you grown. Test the waters out there. You gotta test the waters out there and see you grown. Gotta do things. And I'm not saying that sometimes parents need the help and everything because sometimes things do happen. But I know for a fact it be at times that enough is enough. Like, because you got people always say, you gotta understand the real world is not there, and the people sometimes yeah, at times they say they write what they say, but you can't tell some people. And see, the thing that people fail to understand is too, you are repeating progressive bad behavior all the time. It could be to yourself, it could be to the people in your family, it could be people your friends, or it could be married, or you could be in a relationship or friendship, all above. But if you repeating bad behavior, would you think that your progressive is going really gonna go up? It's gonna go down further. And mine probably not going to catch up to you in years, but one way or the other, it's going to catch up. At my last live, when I'm saying you gotta learn to break cycles, that's part we can actually say that I can actually say this, that bad behavior, you got to break that cycle, because sometimes people don't know bad behavior, that could be a generation thing. That could be a generational you have to get over. And it stays in yourself, it stays in your family, and it spread like wildflower. Bad. Pass the buck. Oh, that person could do that's bad behavior. But you supposed to do, but you want to pass the buck. Oh, you know, pass the buck for it. Oh, but you gotta understand that. No, 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 no. I remember it was one time that my father. I was sick at the time. I had asthma bad when I was young, and my mother could not go nowhere because she had to stay with me and stuff like that. And yeah, but it was on the weekend, and I believe my second brother spent the night, my second sister spent the night. So I was the youngest at the time, and I remember that when you had asthma, it's bad, and I was wheezing, you know. But my parents are still in me that go do your chores. So I got up, and it was tissues in there. My mother, don't worry, I got up, and I wash and I clean the kitchen. But I'm supposed to, that evaporator. I supposed to. So what is you doing? I said, I'm cleaning everything, And I forgot my father, because my father, he could, like I said, he couldn't get the medicine for me that I really need for the ventilator. He just had a little left, so my mother was like, put a little, it was powder back in the days, and ventilator and stuff like that. Say, where's you doing, baby? I'm like, I'm cleaning the dishes. I clean the dishes. So you be responsible and stuff. Yeah, I understand that, but it's all right. We can take care of it. It's okay, because sometimes you see people take care, they take care. But my father, I ain't know till later on throughout years after that. And he asked his friend, like, listen, man, you work at the pharmacy. I'll give you the money and the prescription. Can you get it for me? And drop it at the house. Cause my son needs it. Cause my father was doing double. My mom had to stay home. I was the weekend. My mom stayed home and make sure I was fine. Cause when you get asthma, it's ain't no joke. You know. But I got up and do the whole dishes. Clean the whole kitchen. And I was weak. And I remember when I was young. That's what I'm saying. He told me. My father told me the story later on. Throughout the years later. So he would tell me a story. Do you remember I told you? I said, yeah, I remember that. I told one of my friends to drop it off to your house. You have it. And he said, well, he said, that's why you got to argue with him. I said, yeah, that's why I tell you close the door. Because he feel I do what he want. And so if he do it to me, that means he was doing it to his family. Bad behavior. If you could, if my father like that, if you couldn't do it, you could have let me know. I would have got it. Like what I'm saying at the time, it was nobody was there. My father was a chef, so there was nobody was there could relieve him, so he had to do a double. And my mother got pissed off. I said, if I could have been on that, I could have meet you downstairs. I could have go get the medicine. My son in it. My mom cannot leave me in the house. My mom cannot leave me in the house. And. So my point is that sometimes when people treat you a certain way, that could be bad behavior too. Bad behavior comes in all forms. So, so we have to understand that we grown ups, we owe it to our young people to teach them how to do what's right, and there's nothing wrong to do what's right when you get older. You don't have to be the follower of bad behavior. People that are grown like me, you don't have to be a product of bad behavior. You can change. Now I know there are some people, they don't want it to. You can change. Yes, you can. And I think that sometimes that we follow that. They can't change. They can change. It's be harder because you say well you're grown. You gotta change. So I had there's certain things I did was bad behavior, and I had to change. And it wasn't easy. I cannot rely on my parents. At the time, my mom living, I can't rely on my mom. I gotta do it for me. And when you change the bad behavior, you know how better you be for it. How you and whoever it is and people, how you be better for it. It's like breath of fresh air. Cause ain't nothing but goodness come to you. Despite we imperfect, there always gonna be things gonna have to deal with, no doubt about it. But nothing but goodness be coming to you. I'm telling you, I'd rather have that. I'm gonna be here a few more minutes if and I get off. But the thing is, if we not willing to stand up and do what's right, if we not willing to be in the process, to do what's right, and we willing to be in bad behavior, do we think that we gonna get some goodness, get some blessings on that? There's something to think about, right? Is it? There's something to think about, right? So it's very important. Again, we gotta avoid bad behavior. The children and grown-ups. Let's deal with this. And I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna close it out. If we want to do better, we better announce bad behavior around ourselves and others. And even the one that is closer to us, if they not willing to change, sometimes you gotta make steps to remove yourself. I'm not saying look at every little thing. No, that's not what I'm talking about. But if they don't respect your existence, you gotta make moves. Gotta make moves. Got to. You know? Because I tell you, I was in a situation years ago that I could have been 6 feet under because of my bad behavior. I don't care. And this and that until one of my peeps said, yeah, no, 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 no. You got to get out of that. We need you around. We need you around to help our people, man. No, you can't do that. Trust me, family. I was in deep in situation. One of my partners said, nah, that's probably not gonna be in that situation. He says things that I just got can't say, but God bless her. I thank him every time I see him. Thank him. So I understand. Because sometimes you go deal with bad behavior. Sometimes somebody have to step to you and talk to you harshly so you get to the picture. And we see that that's not happening all that much in these days. It's not because we want to talk to people kid in gloves. We want to put talking with gloves on. When you deal with somebody with bad behavior, you cannot talk to them as a best friend. You gotta give them the real. Even some that are very close to us. We have to do that. So I say for me, Just like the late great Curtis Mayfield said, we got to keep on pushing. Curtis Mayfield and the Prussians keep on pushing. Keep on pushing for good behavior, not for bad behavior. Children and grown-ups. Gotta deal with it. You know? Let's start advocating for bad behavior. Bad behaviors. Let's start doing that. Let's be a breath of fresh air of good behavior. That we can grow. That we don't have to worry about somebody looking behind us and everything. Or even sometimes that there's an evil person. Just avoid that. And stop thinking that the world should be around you and your family or your friends and or ain't around you. It ain't no different than me. And whatever you have, be grateful. Yeah, I work hard. Yeah, you work hard. I got this and that. Look at this, all this down. Thank God every day you got that. That you got those things. Because when you throwing knowledge, that's bad behavior. And that is very important. You know, it's with the miss it's like sometime last year, and that was like talk about my family, you know. And so, so once you give him a call, like, why did you give him a call? You know, why I should. And so she helped me understand. You know, sometimes making the first step, you know, like that. You know how it is, y'all know how it is, family. You know, so just do your part. If you feel like calling, call police. Because I would have kept that. I would have, because you know, I was a zipper at certain times throughout the years, bad behavior. But at the same time, don't let it get it. Don't let it get confusing or advocate for yourself too. Because I'm saying if you know situation better than anybody else, you got to advocate for yourself. You got to protect yourself. So of that part, I'm not talking about that. But just don't let it consume. Like I said, don't let it get to you either. And she gave me a good reminder. She said, no matter what happened, they got an answer to it. Not you. And I appreciate what the miss say to me. I really appreciate that. No, because sometimes they could zip up bad behavior too. No, so you gotta be careful of that too. Get tired of see children hurting themselves, killing. I see sometimes grown ups just let the kids do what they want. That's tired of seeing that. Bad behavior, like I said before, costing our lives. You know, grown ups and children, young adults too. So wherever is good behavior, we gotta call it out. Man or woman, we gotta call it out. Thank y'all. I was hoping to get some people on, but didn't happen. It's all right. I just wanna get what I know, what I go through to y'all. 'Cause I know y'all go through things too, and what I know in the past, and I just want to be helped. Just want to help. You know, I hope that whatever I say that it could be encouragement, or you're going through things you could at least help you cope with it, or you sit down with that person and let them know how you feel, and do it in a firm, mature, but in a firm way, mature in a firm way. At the same time, being firm. Okay, that's very important because you got to give the firm. You have to let them know. Let yourself know firm. I know what you're doing. You gotta let them know that, and then sometimes you gotta let them listen because I see what I did in the past. But be firm that you're not gonna stand for bad behavior. Be firm on that, man or woman. Understand that you have the right to do that. Now, if they don't want to announce it, that's on them. On behalf of my child, Honorary Dark, is yours truly. The number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. The best of the business. This is the last of bad behavior of the children and grown-ups. Let's deal with this open panel number one grinder. Like I said, I sent some out. Tried. But it's okay. But identify bad behavior. Deal with it. Or somebody cause it. You let them know. Hopefully they get help with it, or you can change. But let's switch it. Let's change it around. So it could be so we could be good people. So we easy could be talked to. We could be easy to be acknowledged. It could be easy. Whatever problems it comes up, we could work with them. Don't think it's about you, cause it's not. Thank y'all. Y'all been great. 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 Gasp. Yeah. After one. Let's get a laughter two. Oh, let's see. Drum roll, please. Oh, Hold on. Thank y'all. Very much appreciated. And this one is goes. Good evening. This is the last again, bad behavior, the children and grown ups. Let's deal with it. Let's deal with this. Supposed to be open panel. Show up. It's okay. So until next time, have a blessed afternoon, blessed evening. Be safe out there. Let's make sure when you travel in groups. Keep it tight. Right? Very important. No matter where you at. Keep it tight. If you try by yourself, take every precaution to be safe. Because crazy people out there. And make sure you mingle with the group so you be okay. So thank y'all. Appreciate that. Until next time, this one is Ghost.